Morning, everybody. We're doing a emergency repair on the 2000 Outback. The other day, drove home, and literally as soon as I got out of the car, saw the steam coming out from the grill and popped it open, and sure enough, there was coolant splashing and coolant all down in here. The plastic of the radiator core has started to separate from the aluminum. Sucks, but it's an original radiator, so like 240,000 miles. I'm not that mad. It's just bad timing. So today we're gonna get this out. I already have my new one. I went with a KoyoRad one, not a fancy KoyoRad one, just a normal, still two-piece plastic and aluminum for the Outback. So I'm gonna do the work up top first. So we're gonna get this out of the way. Gonna get these brackets off, get the aluminum radiator out, and then I will, get the aluminum radiator. We'll get the brackets and the coolant reservoir out, and then I will jack the car up and get the stuff underneath going, and I'm going to try to just pull it all out as one piece with the fans, and then I'll swap the fans over with it out of the car. All right, here we go. The air duct's normally held in with 2 bolts. I only have one left, which I already took out, and then this just pops off easy. And then you've got the 2 retaining brackets for the radiator, which I think is a 12. Let's see. It is. Let's see if it comes out easily. The other one. What? Okay. The other one over here I lost a long time ago. So it's just good old zip tie. I'll wiggle these off. There we go. All right. All right, so we got that out. After that, I'm going to take this out.
I love you, Bubba.
Love you too. Just going to draw this out. And I'm just going to tuck it over there. These should be 2 10s. Should be. Let's see. Yep, 2 10s.
We have 3 cars, Bubba.
That's the way it goes, Nugs.
But you have 3 cars.
That's just the cars I have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have a red car like me and Bubba?
Yeah, I do have a red car, yeah. It's under the tarp. Okay. All right. 2 10s, and then this will just pop out. There you go. Just like that. I'm going to try to save this. Alright, with that out, I'm going to leave this attached for now. We're going to jack the car up and get the splash shield off, and then get this stuff on the bottom, take off the little radiator hose, and then let the coolant drain. So I got the car jacked up. As you can see, it's leaking still, dripping. So I still have my splash guard, or at least some of it. So I'm going to remove that, and then we will get to the bits of the radiator. So my splash guard is held on more with zip ties than actual bolts. But normally you would have two bolts in the front that connect to some brackets. There's 2 bolts or screws in each wheel well, and then you've got 2. There would be 2 onto the center jack point here in the back to the front of it. I only have 1. Before I got this car is actually originally from Canada. So I went from Canada to California to New York to Pennsylvania and now Delaware. So the vehicle, the rust level on the car was at a premium. So some of the things just aren't there anymore, and it's my daily, so I haven't replaced it. As you can see, leaking pretty good. Alrighty, underneath the car. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to undo this lower radiator hose and let the coolant drain out. I have a giant tub that I'm going to move under here. Then I'll go up top. I'll take off what's that? I'll take off the radiator cap. Then we'll do the upper radiator hose. And then I'll come back down here and should be able to pull it out. All right, let me get a screwdriver or something for that. I'll be right back. All right, I got the lower radiator hose off, got the cap off, draining down into my tub down there. Up here, I took this clamp off. I loosened this one. I'm gonna, pull this off like this. There we go. Then kind of rotate this up and out of as much out of the way as it'll get. And yeah, we're gonna let this finish draining as much as it can. And then we will be ready to, I gotta unhook the fans, which is that little cable right there. Unhook that fan. Check to make sure I don't have anything else I need to do. And then with some wiggling we should be able to pull this whole assembly up and out of the car. Alrighty, so there's actually, we got 2 connectors, one down there and one right there. I also loosened the power steering reservoir off its bracket so that this line had a little bit more movement to it, because it was really stiff, and just to make getting this out a little bit easier. So it's pretty much drained at this point. I think as good as it's going to get. So I'm going to unhook those 2 cables or connectors and pull this thing out of here. Alrighty, a little wiggling and jiggling. That unit comes out. Just real quick, I was just looking down here. I think I'll clean that up a little bit, hit it with some paint. Yeah, they're pretty rusty. And clean up, any of the coolant that was down in that trough. To get this off, got a couple bolts. Got the fans off. They're held on. You got 1, 2, 3, 4 10 millimeter screws. Unfortunately, that one over there snapped, but they're pretty rusty. Probably have to get another one. Gonna get the hose off and then get this put this thing to bed and get the new one out. Probably clean the fans off real quick, get them mounted, and then or actually I might put the new one in and then put the fans on. Yeah, I might do it that way instead of trying to wiggle and jiggle the new one into place and potentially damage it. So let me get the new one out. Oh yeah, KoyoRad. Here's the new one. New one from KoyoRad. You'll notice it has the oil cooler ports. Subaru does not make the Radiator, the manual only one anymore. So your aftermarket choices seem to, unless you get, all aluminum performance Radiator, you're going to get the oil cooler ports. But you can just leave them capped off. Nothing's going in them. And it'll, it fits the same. So yeah, get this guy unwrapped and get it in there. All right, new one is in. Easy peasy. I did the bottom posts here that go into the rubber grommets. I did put a little bit of grease on them, just to stop them from getting stuck. If I have to take this out again, the old one was very, I had to yank on it pretty hard to get it out of those grommets. So I also cleaned up the grommet. You can't really see it. The grommet mounting bracket, scraped that because it was all rusty. I gave it a little spray with some spray paint. So, but yeah, that's in. Pretty easy. So we're going to get the fan shrouds back in, hoses back on. I'm probably going to go get new clamps because most of them are basically useless. Yeah, so do that, and then another store run, fans back on, fans back connected, and then we'll do the burping, coolant burp. And hopefully, fingers crossed, everything's good to go. Alrighty, quick trip to the store. Got the new clamps. Got the bottom and top ones clamped on. Got my bucket in, the burper bucket. So we're gonna fill this guy up. Normally, Subaru recommends there's a little conditioner bottle for the older EJ motors. When you do coolant, I don't have any left, so I'm gonna have to order some. So for right now, I'm just gonna continue with the procedure, do everything, and then once I get some in, I'll probably siphon off some of the coolant at the top of the tank and pour the conditioner in and let it circulate. I had used it last time, but I did drain the whole radiator. So, but there still should be some coolant in the block and stuff. So, yeah, I'm gonna fill it up and then start the car. Heater on high, fan on low. Let it burp itself, and then see where we're at. All right. Well, as I was filling it, I kept searching around because I could have swore I had one. So here's your genuine Subaru cooling system conditioner, little blue bottle. So I already put like half a gallon in and pour this in and then keep filling. I don't know if you have to use this with the newer engines. And honestly, I don't even know if Subaru still recommends it. It was like a head gasket thing back in the day. But since this is a 2000, I'm just going to do what I remember was the right thing to do. So we'll dump this in and keep going. All right, got this full. It's stopped burping on its own. I've given the top hose a couple little squeezes just to get anything else out. So now we're going to start the car. Heater on high, fan on low. Let it run for a little bit, watch for bubbles, and then once temperature gets up a little bit, we're going to do run the motor 2500 RPM, 3000 off and on, a couple minutes. Keep watching for bubbles and watching the level, and then once the heater's blowing hot air and temperature's coming up on the thermostat, hopefully we'll get our fans to kick on, and at that point I can turn the car off, take it off the jack stands, and let it just sit I'll probably let it sit for a couple hours because I don't need to drive it, and then come back, plug the bottle, take it off, top it off if needed, and hopefully that's it. We're done. Check for leaks, obviously, and then check it periodically for the next week or so, and just to make sure no leaks and no level changes, no splatter or anything like that. So that is about that's it for the radiator change. Hope this helps, and I will see you guys on the next project. Cheers.